What's up, family? Welcome back to Taboo with TeaBeeMilk. And yes, this is our third day of our sex series. Today we're talking about the libido and transcending sex energy. Guys, ladies, sex is the energetic core of life. You know, whether it's our biological desire to fulfill this need, or if it's the bee pollinating the flowers and spreading the seeds, or if it's even the simple conception of art or desire or creation. This desire all exists within the libido. And the libido is sex force energy. And it's in all of us. All of us. And just like I've been saying, nothing to be ashamed of nor guilty of. So, what is transmuting sex energy? Well, it is alchemizing it and channeling it into our greatest desires, our greatest dreams, reaching our highest potential, strengthening our spiritual connection, everything along those lines. And there's actually a lot of familiar names that you would recognize who actually practice this. And one of them being Nikola Tesla. And yes, even Mother Teresa. And you know what? I'm actually gonna throw out a few more names for you. Here we go. Joan of Arc, Leonardo da Vinci, Richard Wagner. Even Beethoven. Beethoven, dude. Sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies that you can tap into and allow to transcend within you. And the benefits of it are astonishing and they're beautiful. The confidence it gives you, your ability to create, your increased speed of manifesting, your ability to connect with the spiritual, your ability to have faith in the spiritual and what is not yet seen. Heightened self-awareness, more clarity, more focus, more motivation, higher assertiveness, more confidence. All of these things will begin to develop and mature within you thanks to the libido. It is important to know that this path of sexual transmutation has two, and that is abstinence and sexual expression. Now let me know, neither is better than the other. It just has to do with your character, your spiritual connection, your being, and so on. So there's no judgment here. This is just strictly based off of your personal needs. Now, how do we decide if we have to take some time of abstinence or if it's okay to continue in that sexual expression? Well, first we're gonna start with the 7-day challenge. What you wanna try to do for this challenge is not partake in any sexual activity, whether it's with yourself or with a partner. And you want to take notes every day to see how you're feeling. Take notes of your thoughts. And then by the end of those 7 days, you want to see if your energy has increased, if you feel more connected to spirit, if you feel more open and free, if you have more creative energy, if you're having more ideas flow. Or, on the other hand, you want to see if you have built up aggression and anger within you. You want to see if you have just been using sex as an outlet to release these moods rather than dealing with them internally so that you can heal them, so that you can transcend to a higher space within you. Because when you're in a state of anger or fear or frustration or loss, or if you're in survival mode, anything like that, you are on a lower vibration, and unfortunately you are already in a disconnect with your spiritual self. So this 7-day challenge will be a great way for you to see if you should continue in your sexual expression or if you should take a time of abstinence for yourself so that you may cultivate your sexual energy and direct it towards healing yourself internally. So this next phase is going to happen after your 7 days. and this is practicing non-judgment, especially if you're taking the path of abstinence. When your feelings and emotions come in, do not suppress them. Allow them to emerge to the surface and observe them non-biasedly. Allow them to be as they are. Do not label them as sexual energies or sexual desires. Do not label them as anything. Just observe them as they are, just as a sensation that you would feel, whether that being hot or cold. You don't expect anything with it. It's a non-judgment. It just is what it is, and accept it as it is so that it may be and you can understand what it is. Honestly, when you step into a state of observation, you will notice that eventually you will get these rushes of energy that just fill you up like a surge, and it runs through you like electricity. So after that 7-day challenge, try this phase of non-judgment. Okay, so number 3 is Tantric Editing. This is an old, ancient practice, and this is gonna take place when you do go back into your sexual expression, or if you decided that you were just gonna continue with your sexual expression. So what you do is right before you get close to orgasm or climax or ejaculation, you stop. And what happens is that energy is built up inside you and you harness it within. And this will help increase as well your creative and your connection and your focus. And this will also help if you've been experiencing fatigue or depression or anything along those lines, because this is going to give you an extra boost of energy, and this is going to give you a sense of control of the energy that rises up within you. If you can control that powerful sexual energy, oh, trust me, family, you'll be able to control the anger that we label anger and allow to take over. We'll be able to control those emotions that feel less than blissful, and we won't label them, and we will allow them to flow. Oh, the control will continue to grow. So let's go into number 4. In Tibetan mysticism, they use something that's called Orgasmic Visualization. And to be honest with you, before you begin doing this practice, you may want to go ahead and tell your partner that you're doing this, just so that you guys are both on the same page of what is going on. You don't want your partner to find out down the road that you've been doing this and them just feeling used or whatever the case may be. We never want that, because that's not what this is about. And honestly, if you are in a relationship, you should go through all of these steps together so you can reach this point together, because this is a very important part and it's a very powerful part. So whenever you go into sex, if you set a clear intention, if you visualize it first and you carry it into the sexual practice with you, no matter what it is, but remember, make sure it's a realistic goal. Whether it's you want to finish a book, or you're trying to finish a degree, or you're trying to transcend any fear or doubts inside you, whatever the case may be, have a clear visualization of it and intention when you go in. And as you reach your orgasmic point and climactic point, imagine yourself giving birth to this image. Imagine the conception of this image unfolding. This visualization practice is so powerful, because you are taking that very libido, you are taking that very sex drive, life force energy, and you are putting it right into your dreams. You're putting your energy in motion. You're giving it emotion. You're giving it characteristics. You're giving it a consciousness, and you are bringing it to life. So this next part has to do with sex magic and magic in general, and this is a white magic spell, and it's known as a seagull. Understand that the unconscious mind develops when we plant seeds. And you know, many people never intentionally plant any seeds. They kind of just pick them up by listening to things around them, or listening to TV shows, or seeing something that happens, or something like that. But with a seagull, you can actually intentionally plant a seed within you. Well, how do you do this? First, a seagull is taking your true intentions and putting them down into the physical, making them tangible by writing them out. I need, I want, I will, I do, I am, starting in these phrases. Once you do that and you can see the totality of your true desire, you want to write out a phrase. After you have written out the phrase, what you want to do is cross out all the vowels and all the repeating letters. Now, with the letters that remain, you're going to make a symbol of your own liking. It doesn't matter where you put the letters or how you create the symbol. You make it in the way that feels best for you and captures your eyes. Now, when activating the seagull, there are many different practices that you can do to tap into your infinite conscious. You know, some people dance, some people sing, some people do chants, some people meditate. You know, you could even use this sexual energy as well. It's all up to your preference. And you can actually even destroy it by burning it and watching it dissolve into the atmosphere like it's dissolving into your mind. Now, this practice helps build your faith, helps build your knowing of creation and your ability to actually help grow your unconscious mind. And I get it, you know, a lot of people are just learning about the unconscious mind. A lot of people are just learning that they haven't had any control over their unconscious mind. A lot of people are just learning how to manipulate the matrix mind, which is the unconscious mind, working with the conscious mind and the subconscious mind all together. But that's totally something different. Honestly, if you want to hear about that, I have so many videos about that on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. So yeah, that is sex magic. By embracing the spiritual power of our sexual energy, we create more abundance in our life, more prosperity, more love, more creation, more energy, and more transcendence. And with that, we may ascend to higher frequencies, to higher vibrations. We will continue to move up as we increase in intensity, and we will move beyond mind and thought, and we will move beyond consciousness, and we will eventually reach spiritual attainment. I love being here with you, TeaBeeMilk family. I hope you enjoyed this segment on the libido and transcending sexual energy, and I will see you again tomorrow.